this is Miriam from the Schitzo-Cookie channel. Sorry again for waiting this long to make a video, but I've been really busy and I've been working on a lot of I've been working on Comic-Con, I've been working on like a sci-fi convention, and then like a Swedish convention for books, not just comics, but I sold comics. And also a lot of other stuff has happened, so I didn't really have time to make a new video. And I also waited quite a bit for quite some books to show up from in-stock trades that I ordered for Halloween, but they turned up like a week ago or something, so I've been waiting and waiting for them to show up so I could do like a Halloween haul. But yeah, it took a bit too long, and now I have so much books to show you, but not that many that's horror related. So I guess this isn't really a Halloween haul, it's just a huge haul with a lot of books, since I haven't filmed a haul video in like a few months. I think my last haul video was from like May, something like that. So I have quite a few to show you. First up we have, and also to make this video not as long, I'm not going to show anything inside, I'm just going to show the books really quick, so you know. First up I bought two more Batman books, and that is volume 7 and then volume 8, and yeah, it's really going to be fun to finish this Scott Snyder run of Batman. I think this is the last one. I'm not sure. This is called the End Game, and this is super heavy. I'm not sure if this is the last ones in this series. It could be one more, and I think this could be from the new yeah, I don't really know. These are not from New 52 series, but it's still Scott Snyder, so I'm not really sure, I don't remember. But yeah, I got those two. And then I got some Marvel books. First up I got Mockingbird volume 2. I thought the first one was really funny and I really liked her as a character, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Unfortunately, this is the last one in this series, and I've heard that this isn't as good as the first one, but I'm still looking forward to read it. And then we have another X-Men series. This is the all-new X-Men, and this is volume 3. I've been enjoying this series, don't remember that much, so I guess I need to like reread the first two to remember what happened, but I remember enjoying this one, so that's going to be great. And then we have one that I really looking forward to, and that is Gwenpool volume 2. I thought the first one was so funny, and I really like her as a character. She's just awesome. Don't really like this cover that much. The other cover was much nicer, I think, but yeah, really looking forward to read this one, and it's such a quick, fun read, so this is going to be great. And then lastly, another Marvel, or lastly of those books, that bunch of books, and that is Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man volume 4, I think, but I'm not sure. I think this is the one after the Spider-Verse event, I think. So yeah, looking forward to reading more Spider-Man. I've really been missing reading about him. It's so much fun. And now on to my horror picks for this year's Halloween. It's not as many as I usually buy, because I haven't been reading that much, and I've been reading more non-comic books. I mean, like novels with text, not just images. Yeah, I'm explaining this very well. So I haven't really had time to read that much horror comics. And since it was late, I'm actually reading them right now, and not really when it was Halloween, but anyway. First up, we have a continuation of a series that I loved from last year, and that is Schitzo-Cookie. Country. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Volume 2. The artwork is just gorgeous. It's like it's hand drawn by, I think it's sort of watercolory or something, I'm not sure. Looks really amazing, and I thought it was like cozy creepy, the first volume. And I've started to read the second volume, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's a recommendation, even though I haven't read it yet. I really like this one. And then I bought a hardcover book by the author. Oh, sorry, I had it upside down. By Junji Ito, the Japanese author, which wrote, what's it called now again? I don't remember. But anyway, the last book that I read last year, I really liked because it was so creepy, the one with all the spirals and everything. So I thought that I should read something more by him this Halloween. And I thought, why not just get the hardcover pretty version just from the beginning and not the paperback versions, because it looked cool, I think. And it's gonna look pretty in my bookcase. I think I probably will order, if I like this one, I will probably order the hardcover version of the other series that I right now can't remember the name of, and sell my paperback copy, because I think these are going to be nicer looking. I think these are much nicer looking, and it's quite, I mean, it's not that heavy for a hardcover book, so it's quite portable, I guess. And yeah, the artwork in these are always so creepy and cool. This story seems to be with a lot of like creepy fishes and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, but it's usually always really creepy art when it comes to this guy, so looking forward to reading that one. Then we have one that I also don't know what it's about, but I got it recommended from a lot of you guys, and also the cover looks really creepy. That is That Follows. Yeah, look at that cover. It's quite scary. And yeah, the artwork looks really gory, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Well, actually, I haven't looked inside this before. Oh my god, the artwork is amazing. I'm really hoping this is a good one, and thank you everyone for recommending it. I don't know if I can thank you for it, because I haven't read it yet, but it looks amazing. And then we have another continuation of a series that I loved from last year, and that is the October Faction. I think that's what it's called, and it's volume 0. The first one was sort of Addams Family, Tim Burton kind of style horror about the family, and it was really nicely drawn and quite cute and quite scary at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to reading this second volume, and it looks as cool, I think, as the first one. It's quite sketchy, which is not really my cup of tea when it comes to art, but when it's horror, it works, I guess. So yeah, I like this one. And then we have, sorry for the quick video, but I have too many books to talk about. Anyway, and then we have Nailbiter Volume 3. I've read 1 and 2, don't remember that much. I think the art was great and the characters were interesting, but I didn't really love the series. But every time I see or hear someone talk about Nailbiter, I think yeah, I should get into that series again and try it again. So I bought the 3rd volume to see if I can get back into this series, and hopefully I can. I really like that they have all these covers have one color, and then it's gonna match so nicely with these ones. I think the first one is red and the second one is blue maybe, I think, and this one is green, so I like those kind of pretty things. It's nice. And then lastly, when it comes to the horror series, I have a book that I've been longing to read for quite a while. and that is American Vampire. I think the artwork is really cool and I love vampires, so I've been planning to read this for quite a while, and also it's by Scott Snyder, which I love, so it's sort of a no-brainer for me to read this. So yeah, highly anticipating to read this. Yeah, I haven't been doing these videos for a while, so me speaking English is anyway. Then we have other books that's not horror related, but I've bought for these last couple of months. There we have the complete collection of the phonogram. Not sure how you pronounce that. I like these authors and artists, and I thought this hardcover version was so cool. And also it was the plan to read this for my comic book club. We ended up not reading it, but it was planned on reading this for that club, so that's why I bought it. I started to read it, didn't really get into it, and then I didn't continue to read it, and it's quite thick, so not sure when I will finish this, but I really think I should give it another shot, because otherwise this was just a waste of money. So if anyone read it, should I continue reading it, or should I just sell it, or what should I do? I don't know. And then we have a few books that I got for my birthday. First up is Harley Quinn and Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes. I've been planning to read this for quite a while because I've been really curious to read more about Harley Quinn, and the art looks great, so I'm really looking forward to read this one. And then I got I don't remember if I bought the second volume and got the third volume, or if I got both, I'm sorry. But I got Descender 2 and 3, and I loved the first volume. I thought it was awesome, the artwork, and the story is like a cool sci-fi story about a boy robot, and that's awesome. And yeah, like I said, watercolors is just amazing, and it's by Jeff Lemire, so it's probably gonna be awesome. Don't remember why it took me so long to continue with this series, since I read the first one for like a year ago or something, but now I have volume 2 and 3, so if I just get back to my normal reading habits, I'm sure I will read this quite soon. But now I have so much books to read, so we will see. But yeah, really looking forward to read this though. And then we have a few books that I got for free for working at Comic-Con for a company that's called Apart Förlag. And first up I got Sherlock Holmes. This one is called Fruktans Dal. Not sure what it's called in English, but this is in Swedish, so got that one. And also I have the other 3 in that series, so, and I liked reading about Sherlock Holmes and not reading that old classic books, because that's not really my thing, these kind of old books. But since the Sherlock Holmes series and everything, I've got more interested in the character, so it's nice to read the comics and don't when you don't have to read the old school books, I guess. And then I got Fantomen. What's that? I'm not sure what the name in English is, or how you pronounce that, but I have an awesome t-shirt with him on, and I liked this character as a kid, but now as a grown-up I don't remember anything about this character really. So I thought I should catch up a bit and get to know this character again. So yeah, I got this for free, so now I can read about it. The sad part is that it's not in colour, and I usually like reading in colour, and it's more kind of old school comic, which is not really my cup of tea, but I will give it a try and see if I like it. And then we have a book that's not really a comic book, but since I really loved the art by Carl Johansson, I bought this just to look at the art actually, but it's sort of it's a book with Nordic, what's it called, Nordic mythology, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. And like I said, I bought it because of the nice illustrations, so I'm gonna read this one. And then we have another huge book that I got for free, and that is Valhall, also Nordic mythology, I think. It's probably, since it's Valhall. Yeah, I don't know much about these, but since I read Vey, I've started to get more interested in Nordic mythology. And this one is supposed to be really good, I've heard. A lot of people have read it as a kid, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it now when I read it as a grown-up, and I haven't read it as a kid. But a lot of people love this. A lot of people come to like our shop at Comic-Con and sci-fi, and then the sci-fi convention and everything, and people were like, oh my god, this series, I loved that one as a kid, so I thought I should give it a try and read it. And also with all the the new Thor movie and everything, I've been like into all these Nordic gods stuff. So yeah. And then we have another books that I got, or that I bought when I was working at the convention, and that's more Swedish comics, so maybe not so much, not that interesting for you guys, but anyway. First up, I bought a book that's called Mitt dåliga samvete. So it's a typical Swedish comic in the sense that it's about, I think it's about the artist writes about her life in like a sort of depressed but comical, humorous sort of style. That's quite usual, that's quite common in Sweden to write this kind of story, and I really enjoy reading this series because you sort of get like, you read about stuff that you can relate to, and I think that's fun. And then I bought some Swedish manga, and the first one is Necropop. Been planning to read this for quite a while, and since this company that prints these are going out of business, they had a really good sale to buy some of their stuff, so that's why I bought this one. And then I bought lastly I bought Oblivion High 1 and 2, also a Swedish manga, and the artwork looks nice, and I think it's cool to support Swedish manga artists, so that's why I bought it. Haven't read it yet, but I'm planning on reading it someday, but I have too much stuff to read, so we will see when I have time for these. And that was everything, and it was quite a lot, and I was quite quick in this video, so it wouldn't be too long, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And sorry again for being the laziest YouTuber ever that does like a video every other month, but hope you enjoy it anyway, and if you do, please subscribe. Bye!